Hello friends, I welcome all of you in the first video lecture of your topic electrochemistry. You have totally 5 topics for this semester, out of which electrolytic conductivity is one of the important topic of your semester. So in this topic we have to study some terms regarding electrochemistry, some equations, Kohler's law, its applications, Hittorp's rule, transport or transference number. So such kind of things we are going to learn in this topic. So we will start. So this is one of the most important topic to score a maximum mark in the paper of physical chemistry for this semester 3. So the first point is about the introduction of electrolytic conductivity. So in introduction, you have heard this word electrochemistry in your 11th and 12th. So what is electrochemistry? It is the branch of chemistry that deals with the study of a relationship between electrical energy and chemical energy or chemical process. म्हणजे दोन एनर्जी मधलं जे रिलेशनशिप आहे किंवा दोन एनर्जी मधलं जे कन्वर्जन आहे याचा अभ्यास ज्या शाखेमध्ये केला जातो ती शाखा म्हणजेच इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री, जे की फिजिकल केमिस्ट्रीची एक खूप मोठी ब्रँच आहे. देन इट स्टार्ट्स विथ द फेनॉमेना ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिव्हिटी. याच्यामधला जो सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचा पार्ट आहे दॅट इज द इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिव्हिटी, जे आपल्याला बघायचं आहे. Then this electrical conductivity is nothing but it is simple a capacity of substance to conduct the electricity. एखाद्या सबस्टन्सची इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्ट करण्याची जी कॅपॅसिटी आहे त्या कॅपॅसिटीला आपण इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिव्हिटी असं म्हणतो. Then we have to get the information about this electrical conductivity. So again there are main two parts for explaining the electrical conductivity. One is conductor and second one is non-conductor. Both the words you have heard in your 12th standard. So first of all we will see what is conductor. Substance which conduct electric current, you can see here in this definition, substance which conducts electric current or which allows the electricity to flow through themselves are called as conductor. It may be any material or any substance which can conduct electric current. For example, you have seen in your house or home and copper wire. So it allows the electric current to flow through them, so that copper wire is nothing but it is a conductor. So any metal which carries electricity, that is nothing but conductor. For example, all the metals, it may be copper, iron metal, then electrolytes like fused salts, solution of acids, bases and salt in water. If you simply put sodium chloride or salt in water, so it can conduct electricity because of production of the ions. So these are the examples for conductor. Now for non-conductor or insulator, the definition is like this one: substance which do not conduct electricity are called as non-conductor or insulator. म्हणजे असा सबस्टन्स ज्याच्यामधनं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्लो होत नाही किंवा कॅरी होत नाही अशा सबस्टन्सला किंवा मटेरियलला आपण इन्सुलेटर म्हणतो किंवा नॉन कंडक्टर म्हणतो. त्याचे एक्झाम्पल्स आपल्याला काय देता येतील? ग्लास, मायका, एबोनाइट रॉड किंवा लाकूड असेल, वूड ज्याला आपण म्हणतो, किंवा पेपर. तर दिस डज नॉट अलाव electricity to flow through them, because of which they are known to be non-conductors of electricity or insulators. So in this slide you can see here the diagram. In this slide we have to explain types of conductors. Now actually there are two types of conductors. We will see one by one. out of which first one is electronic conductor and second one is electrolytic conductor. Now firstly we explain electronic conductors. What is meant by electronic conductors? See the definition. There are usually, or these are usually nothing but they are metals or metallic rods or simply wires. That is nothing but electronic conductors. Solid metal consists of positive ion which are stationary and negatively charged electrons which are free to move. You can see in this diagram. So suppose this is one metal rod in which there are two kinds of charges present. One is positive, second one is negative. So this positive charge is stationary, that means it cannot move. But the negative charge, that is nothing but simply electrons, they are free to move, because of which electron can be moved from any side. So electrons are free to move but positive ions are stationary. So when metallic rod or wire is placed in an electric circuit and electric field is applied, when we apply the electric field, that means you can see here these two connections are made there. One is positive, second one is negative, and we have to apply the electric field. That time, see the process. Electric circuit and electric field is applied, then the electron moves and carry negative charge. No change on this positive charge because of it is stationary, but negative charge nothing but electron, they are free. So because of free movement it can move through the metal. So they are added at one end and given off from other end. That means suppose they are adding from positive, that time they are getting off or giving off from the negative end, or if they are adding from this side after changing the charges, then they can remove or get out from the second side. So in this way we can explain metallic or electronic conductor. Again, the metallic conductor conducts the electricity without producing chemical change. Now chemical change is nothing but the chemical reaction occurs. So if you look here, you can see that there is no any kind of chemical reaction occur in this diagram. That means one is positive charge, one is negative, that is the simple electron, rod is metallic. So no any kind of chemistry is present. So in this metallic rod, so no chemical changes occurs. So the metallic conductor conducts electricity without producing any kind of chemical change. We'll go towards the next slide. So in this slide we will explain the another kind of conductor, that is electrolytic conductors. We have explained first one electronic, now second one is electrolytic. Now we'll see the definition. What are the electrolytic conductors? See here, they are electrolytes like fused salt and aqueous solution of acid, bases and salts. So it is simply solution of acid and base made with the water, that is aqueous solution of acid, bases and salts. So these electrolytes in aqueous solution or in a fused state produce positive and negative ions. So when we drop NaCl in a water, that time Na plus and Cl minus ion gets formation takes place, but there are no free electrons. So when you can see in this diagram Na plus Cl minus, you simply put a salt in this water, mix it, you will get Na plus a free positive ion and Cl minus a free negative ion, but no electron is present in this solution of NaCl. So positive and negative ions are free to move through the solution. No doubt Na plus and Cl minus ions are free to move, but there is absence of electron, because of which it is not electronic but it is electrolytic, Lytic. So you can see in this diagram circuit is connected, electric current is flowing. One electrode is nothing but cathode, which is negative, second electrode is anode, which is positive, and this is the solution of NaCl. Simply you have studied this diagram in your 12th standard, that is electrolysis of NaCl. So in next slide, now what that diagram says to us, when an electric field is applied to the solution of electrolyte, positive and negative ion moves towards negative and positive electrode. Means if the charge is positive, that means Na plus, it will move towards the negative electrode, and if the ion is negative, so it moves towards the positive electrode. You can compare with the colors. Color is blue, negative, it goes towards the blue color, that is positive. Positive is red, so it goes towards the red. Negative, that means opposite. Positive goes towards the negative, negative goes towards the positive. So opposite charges always have attraction, because of which this occurs and there is a formation of electric current. So when current continues in electric circuit, the ions get discharged. Now charge is removed, but where it is removed? At the respective electrodes. An appropriate chemical reaction occurs. Now you can see here there is a chemistry or there is a chemical reaction. Thus, in case of electrolytic conduction, electricity flows by the migration of ion, that is migration of matter. So Na plus changes to Na, Cl minus changes to chlorine. So in this way there is a chemical reaction. So because of which chemical change occurs, that is migration of ion takes place, migration of matter also takes place. So the remaining part of this topic we will continue in the next lecture. Thank you.